nobody else. No, I ain't tryna be like nobody else. No, I ain't tryna be like nobody else. Cause I'm having too much fun tryna be myself. No, I'm not the type of chick that like to follow trends. I got a small circle, no, don't need a lot of friends. You know I gotta get this money cause I like to spend. I see you haters watching, so I just give you a grin.
How you guys doing? What's up? I told y'all I'm not gonna say as promised because I didn't promise nothing. Y'all know sometimes I say I'm gonna make a video, I don't. It's not because I'm not trying to keep my word, and I know that that's not helping with my subscribers. I know that's not helping me look consistent. I know, listen, I know these things. I know all of these things. But guess what? Life be happening sometimes, and I'm gonna be honest, unless you have 0 kids or you have like money to have like, you know, full-time help to pay for or things like that, being like a YouTuber, a blogger, anything like that is not easy. It's not. You got to be sitting here basically on your phone all day. You are shut down from the rest of the world, I feel like, when you're doing that. And I personally, I'm not going to be able to do that, but I am going to do the best that I can. Any times that I don't have, I guess I just got to utilize it. I guess you just can't go to sleep. So I just get off of work. It's actually going on 5 o'clock in the morning, okay? I got off at 2 a.m. I got home a little after 3 because I had to stop, get some gas. I worked like 45 minutes from my house. Came home, got myself rinsed off, washed up, and everything like that. Refreshed, if you will. And, you know, I'm chilling. Rolled my blunt, took me a shot because, you know, it's New Year's Eve. And I already had like a couple of drinks earlier today. Nothing crazy. No, I don't have a drinking problem. Just around the holidays, I have a couple of drinks here and there. And while I'm at work, I'm taking a couple of drinks with me. And I don't care how no I feel. Okay. Now, I'm not about to sit here and go through my whole year because I want to hit on some of the stuff that was going on in the industry, celebrity world, all of that stuff. I know y'all probably seen it from all the other people that y'all watch, some of the people I'm probably also subscribed to, but I want to get into all of it. So I'm going to start my year basically at the halfway mark in July. Now, July comes around and I'm moving. I moved to my new apartment. If you see my other videos, you know I had a different background. I was doing them in my room, or I was doing it on the couch in my kitchen, whatever. But I'm in a different place now. I had to downgrade. I told y'all about that in another video. 1 bedroom now, but I'm paying more because of the location. They be killing me with that location. Just like California, they be talking about something, oh, you paying for the weather. So y'all gonna tell me that I'm paying for something that y'all don't even control? Oh, okay, cool, whatever, you know, do you, bro. So, moving on from that, I moved here to this place. I like it. It's very quiet. It's in the cut. I had somebody delivered some food to me from DoorDash. Said they'd been living here for 30 years. They didn't even know these apartments was here. So that's how in the cut this place is. It's like 2 entrances, 2 exits. You could use either one to do either one, enter or exit. So it's cool. My son, he's not cramped up, but he's like, you know, he likes to go outside. So when I was able to, when I wasn't, you know, working or picking up extra hours, I would take him to the park. He likes it over here. He's developing. I told y'all already, he's fully potty trained. You know, when he's pissed off, I ain't gonna lie, when he's mad, and that's how I know that he's trying to be smart. When he's mad, he'll like boo-boo on himself. He's done that a total of 3 times since he's been fully potty trained, which I still don't think is bad for a 3-year-old. Meanwhile, back at the Bat Cave, no, but, no. So right now he's in Georgia. All right, now since we moved here, we had like a couple of write-ins. Like, all right, so I got a neighbor that lived right down there. It's only 8 apartments over here in this area, and she's a trans. I think I talked to y'all and told y'all about that before. And you know, I was trying to talk to her, I was trying to be cool with her, but as soon as I met her dude, I knew that me and her couldn't be because I immediately did not like him. You know what I'm saying? Like, I didn't like the way his attitude was. I didn't like the way he was talking to her. He just seemed like a real bum. And then, like, I feel like, you know, she had to, like, go through everything, you know, to get like her rent for 1 of those months or 2 of those months, I believe, like go through Salvation Army, stuff like that. And you living in the house and you're not giving her no money, but you done left her there, moved back to your place, didn't come back. Oh, hell no, nigga, it's over for you. Curtains closed. Like, what? It's curtain call. Like, the hell? So I'm telling y'all all that to tell y'all why I'm not fucking with her. So I stopped talking to her. So then I even gave her another chance. I was trying to like hang out with her. I came out with her one night, hung out. But then I realized she was using me. Only wanted me to come out there to hang. I don't know why I put the earphones up, because she was using me. It wasn't an attempt. So she only wanted me to come out there because her and her boyfriend had got into it, and she just needed some company, you know, and really just wanted some liquor, because I got the ice pops and the liquor pops and the popsicles or whatever. So then she had got a little attitude one of the nights, well, that night, because like I had gave her 2 for free, and then when we come, you asking me for another one. I was like, oh, you gonna have to send me the money for that. And like I heard her saying something to her friend, like, oh, like y'all got me fucked up. I got you fucked up how? Like, I sell these, bitch. I'm not just giving these away. I was being nice already, giving you 2 for free. And that's what I mean. People take your kindness for weakness. People always are ungrateful. I've been ungrateful myself in the past. So I try to be understanding. But bitch, ain't been so many times you're gonna be getting away with that with me. And that's it, and that's all. So to keep a long story short, and when everybody say that, y'all notice the story get longer. This is going to be a long one. I ain't going to lie. So y'all might want to sit back, kick off your shoes, and relax your feet. And just kicking it. Just kicking it. No, for real. Y'all need to get your popcorn. If you're new here, make sure you hit that like button and subscribe, notification bell, share if you care. Please leave a comment. Tell me about your year. I'm actually interested, believe it or not. Because as much as I hate people, I can honestly say I do want to hear about what y'all got going on there. If y'all got anything going on coming up for the new year. So, yeah. So, bam, back to my neighbor. So, we decided not to move forward, because every time she was texting me, she was asking me to take her to the liquor store or whatever. And I didn't like that, because I started to feel like you don't never hit me up just to be like, you want to hang out, you want to go do something, what you doing, or whatever. It's always, is you free? And it's got to a point where I ain't even had to ask her what she wanted. I was just like, oh, you need me to take you to the liquor store? All right, cool. And then you giving me $5, bitch. I ain't no fucking fiend. Stop playing with me. Like, I understand you broke and you're unemployed and you don't have a job, but that's very personal to me. Like, I'm not the reason you're unemployed. I don't understand why you don't have a job. She told me she had a felony. Okay, I got felony on my record too. Quiet as it's kept. I'm working, so I'm trying to understand. Make it make sense. It's giving you don't want to work and you lazy. Everybody want that quick fix. We living in the era of instant gratification right now. You understand what I'm saying? Everybody want their money right away. I ain't got time for that. Like, if I gotta work hard, I'm gonna work hard. Like, it just is what it is. It's like what? You know what I'm saying? But consistency is definitely something not only that I'm working on, but something that I see that is my biggest lack right now. You know what I'm saying? I'm really lacking 2 things. That and patience. I guess I'm getting better with my patience. So I guess I'll just stick with consistency. Like, you know, consistency, procrastination. Those are my 2 demons that I gotta fight all the time. You know what I'm saying? So once I realized that, like, one night she hit me up and asked me to take her to the liquor store, and I just didn't respond. I'm one of those people. It's not that I'm scared of confrontation. I'm not scared to fight nobody. I would choose not to if I have to choose, right? But if I'm faced with a ultimatum, it's gonna be what's gonna be. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, what? Like, it's gonna be what the fuck it's gonna be. Like, what's up? So, and I know I look tired. I tried to put a little bit of the little black up on my eyes. Y'all see it? Because I just got off of work. Like, I ain't just get off, but I haven't been asleep yet since I went to work or whatever. So, whatever. It is what it is. This is the time that I got. So, I stopped fucking with her. I ain't respond to her, so she called herself getting a little attitude. I heard her talking about me on the phone while I was walking past. People that do stuff like that, to me, it's like you still a bitch in my eyes, because you sitting here trying to hit an innuendo talking about me, and bitch, I'm walking right past you, and you could just be like, yeah, I didn't like how you X, Y, and Z, and do, and woo, 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 and 1, 2, 3. You could have did all of that, but you chose not to. So, bitch, I'm going to ignore your stupid ass. And that's how that's going to fucking go. As far as any of my other neighbors, I've met them. 3 people have moved out since I've been here. 2 of those places have already been replaced. The lady that lived right next door to me, I got to say it quiet because she lived right next door to me. I think she's on medication, a schizo of sorts. Cops have already been called on her a couple of times. I don't get involved. I'm one of those people that don't get involved. But I will say this. The other night, I did see the neighbor that I don't talk to no more. Like, well, not see her, but her, because it was late. It was loud. Like, basically fucking with her. Like, not bullying her, but like messing with her. That lady wasn't doing that, but sitting outside her house smoking a cigarette or whatever. And you fucking with her, but then you gonna try to call the cops on her, making it seem like she fucking with you because she documented on paper having a problem. I don't like shit like that. And I was like really battling with myself whether or not I was gonna tell the landlord and let her know, like, hey, if she's calling the cops on her, she's actually the aggressor, not the other way around. But I don't know. Y'all think I'm a piece of shit because I didn't say nothing to my landlord? Like, I really just didn't want to get involved. I don't like to get involved with stuff. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it don't have nothing to do with me. If I'm not, like, actually physically right there and I see somebody, like, beating somebody to a pulp or something, I'm probably just going to, like, stay clear and, like, mind my business. Like, that's wrong. I guess I don't want to be right. Like, I like to stay in my lane. Maybe if I didn't have my son, I'd be more apt to do things like that. But I got shit to lose. People is crazy. This world's getting worse and worse. And I ain't got time to be playing with no goddamn body. I'm be honest. I don't have the time. I don't have the time. So, yeah. So, that's what happened with my neighbors. So, y'all know I still smoke bud. Now, I did go on a little cigarette break. You know what I'm saying? I thought I had quit. I had done posted a little video on TikTok, child. People done seen it, like it, good luck, keep going. You know, giving me all the well wishes that a bitch would need, you know, to keep moving forward. But the flesh is weak. The flesh is weak. We are born to sin and shaped in iniquity. That's a fact. So it's easy to do the wrong thing. It is. I'm not saying that as a crutch. Or I'm not saying that like, oh, I can't be helped. I'm saying that to say, like, you know, everybody struggles with something. Everybody's battling with something. Whether it's drugs, a shopping addiction, a sex addiction, a drinking addiction, I don't know, going to the porn shop, or, you know, you can't stop eating out, or, like, I don't know, everybody has a vice, is what I like to call it. Like, you know what I'm saying? Everybody spend their money on something that's not a bill. How you doing? So, for me, it's the cigarettes, meaning, like, you know, that's, like, not my only bad habit, because I smoke weed, too, but I don't feel like cigarettes gonna kill me before weed. Like, you know what I'm saying? Knock on wood, I ain't trying to die. I'm just saying, like, you know, that's probably gonna be the destroyer. Cancer definitely does run in my family. But I ain't gonna lie. There's two sides of that cigarette situation. The two sides is, yes, I want to be healthy. I want to live forever, even though I know it's impossible. But I would like to live for as long as I possibly can. And, you know, I feel like it's the best to stop. The other side of me feels like it's a comfort zone. It's something that gives me comfort. And that I'm going to die anyway. Why not die and doing something I enjoy? That's the other side of it. You know what I'm saying? So I know y'all probably like, is this bitch slow? No, I had a little drink and I was smoking my weed and I'm delirium. You know what I'm saying? Being up all night. But I wanted to make sure that I did this video because I'm really trying to stop just talking. Not just try. I'm going to stop just talking. I'm done with that. It's not because it's a new year. I'm just tired. Everybody got their point where they get tired of some shit. And I am personally fed up with myself. I'm sick of my shit. You feel me? And I'm destined for greatness. And I'm going to get to that. Like, period. And that's what it's giving. All year. Greatness, 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 greatness. Money longer. Okay? Little Uzi Vert out here. Is that Uzi Vert? Money longer? Yeah, I think it's Little Uzi Vert. We really have I don't know what this man says. Like, I don't know what he says. Side note, Nicki Minaj album's definitely good. Not going to sit here and say I like every song because that would be a every song lie. But I would say I like more than I don't like. That's the higher average. So, you know, shout out to you. I'm always gonna be a Nicki Minaj fan. Whatever. People be feeling like you Nicki fan, you can't be Cardi fan. I like them both. Like, fuck out of here. Like, I move to the beat of my own drum. I do not let people fucking control me. And we're gonna get to that in a minute. Don't forget I said that I don't let people control me. Okay? Now back to what I was saying, you know, where was I? I know I'm high. Be forgetting this shit. I think I was talking about, yeah, my neighbors and all of that. We done moved through that. Whatever. I don't remember what the hell I was talking about. Oh, consistency. Those are like, everybody got advice. Everybody got something they got to work on. Now, we fasting forward. I have been to Philly a few times this year. Yeah, one of the times I got my son hair done, I was supposed to see the bull. I told you about that video. He's acting like a nut. He's always acting like a nut, but it is what it is. I guess his main job in life is masturbation. His only job in life is to masturbate and send me videos that I didn't ask for. Now, I ain't gonna lie, sit here and try to play him and act like I don't ask for videos sometimes. I do that to show interest, and I would be lying if I said I wasn't interested in him. But clearly he's not interested in me, right? And I am always attracted to men that are emotionally unavailable. And I don't know what that's about. So I'm definitely seeing that red flag in myself. And I'm fucking removing that shit. Because I don't got time for you broke ass hoes. And I don't got time for you niggas that's full of shit. And I don't got time for you niggas that's coming here not trying to fuck with me for real. Just on some bullshit. I don't have time. Okay? Ba-dum-dum-dum. I don't have time. Do-dum-dum-dum. I don't have time. Woo, Lord. It's really something on me, y'all, in real life. But, so, I ain't fucking, like, you know, fucking with him, you know. But I was supposed to go see him. He was acting all nutty or whatever. And in this time, on that visit, I talked to my niece for the first time. Now, y'all know in my other videos, or maybe I never even mentioned it, but I have a niece that I had never met. She is one of my older sister's daughter that my sister gave up for adoption. I'm not going to give you the story on that. I'm just going to leave it there. Long story short, she reconnected. She found us, whatever. So we started to establish a relationship. I was talking to her. I'm 32. She's 24. You know, we got that 8-year gap. So, you know, she has some maturity issues. And then she's dealing with somebody that also has her own maturity issues. And people be always trying to talk about, oh, you're immature, you're immature. We all immature in real life. Everybody got moments where they do some shit where they could have handled it better. Because that's what immaturity is. In my eyes, when you explain it, really break it the fuck down. It's really just not being able to control your response. Not being able to control your mouth, your actions, your whatever. That's immaturity to me. Not understanding or realizing when to let something go. Not being able to move on from something. That's immaturity. Those are traits to me of immaturity. But I digress. You know what I'm saying? So we talking, we vibing. Now, during our conversations on the phone, we stand on the phone. Now, I had already thought in my mind this one thought, and I'm going to tell y'all what the thought is. The thought was like, okay, you call me every time you get off of work because you got like a 35-minute drive home. And I do that too. So I understand when people calling you just to pass time. That makes sense. And I'm okay with that. You talking, you listening, all right, cool. You talking, I'm listening, bet. We still getting to know each other. There's been times where, you know, of course we talking, of course I'm telling her about the family. I'm telling her about her mother, telling her about my other sisters, and about myself. I ain't leave out nothing about myself. I told her how I am. I let her know very clear and straight up, like, I'm real quick to cut somebody off, especially when they're new. Like, if they old, they spend some time, they, you know, what's the word I'm looking for? They've paid their dues. You know what I'm saying? I'll give you a little bit more of an inch and you could turn it into a mile sometimes. But when I'm just getting to know you family or not, I don't give a damn who you are. That fucking string is very motherfucking short. Like, very short. And to get to the end of the story, we fell out once she got out here. Not initially. I'm going to take you through all of the visits, but I'm going to take you through all of the visits briefly, right? First time she came to my house was when she first got here. I think it was about 2 weeks, I think, maybe had gone by before she actually even came over here. She came over here. She wasn't just lit. She was fucked up. Okay, she likes to have a beverage. And cool. I had some drinks before she got here because, you know, we both was anxious. You know, the anxiety is there. It's building. It's like, oh, my God, like, I don't know how this going to go. We might immediately hate each other. Is she aggressive? Is, you know, what she, you know, you just don't know. Whatever. So, you know, it's the fear of the unknown. So, she tore down. But, you know, we having a good time. We realized that, you know, we got some family traits. We got some things in common. We like some of the same artists. We listen to some of the same music. You know, we's vibing. Her baby father was cool. You know, he didn't talk much. I ain't going to really talk about her baby father too much. I'm going to leave that where that's at. But just focusing on my niece. So, cool. We met, whatever. We had a good time. We sitting outside, listening to music. Obviously, he was her DD. You know what I'm saying? And I felt like it was a good time. One of my homies, Chuck, was out here, you know, visiting me. So he was out there with us. We was drinking, smoking, playing some games. You know, just a real chill time. She leaves. Everything's cool. She said she had a good night. Cool. Now, we had another encounter. She came over another time. I think we either was playing some games. I don't really remember the nature of the visit. I think she might have just been coming to hang out, let the kids hang out with each other. Now, prior to all of this, prior to the second time visit, I had invited her like a few times to come out to the park with me and Adam so she could bring her son so they could just run around together, you know, get to know each other, whatever. And you know, each time it was always an excuse. If I bring it back up to her now, she'll say she don't remember me asking her, or she'll say I only asked her once. It's definitely been a minimum of 3 times. Minimum. Minimum of 3 times. I've asked her, does she want to meet up, go eat, or meet up, go to the park? Minimum of 3 times, right? Always invite her, see what she's going, what she got going on for the day. I'll tell her I'm off, like, whatever. And I understand you just getting settled. You know, depression might set in when you're away from your family. Like, I've done the move thing. My first time being away from Philly was when I went into the military and I was living in California. And I was super depressed then. Y'all know I had that alcohol problem. I was going through everything. I had my DUI. Like, yeah, it was a lot. So I know you go through a lot of things when you move, especially when you only are dependent upon yourself, your family, your personal family versus your parents and all of that, whatever. And it's a blessing when you do still have those things in your life. You do still have that help. So that's what's up. And what became clear to me after only a few encounters is that my niece is a very controlling person, and she's a Taurus. So they're known to be controlling. Let's just call a spade a spade. Let's just call this shirt black. A spade is a spade. And, you know, she's real controlling. It was times where she would come over here, we try to hang out. She's trying to control the music I'm playing in my house. In my house. Oh, now I don't mind letting you, you know, get your shit off, play a couple songs, whatever. But it got to a point where she never wanted to share the music. And, you know, finally it came to a head where I finally had to say something because that's how important music is to me. So I finally said something to her. Cool. Now, before I said anything to her about the music, she has already come to me 3 separate times to address nothing. And what I mean by nothing is we had went to the arcade and I think I said she was trying to buy some cotton candy. I had picked it up to buy for my son. And she was like, oh, you want me to pay for it? You know, whatever, because she had invited us out. But mind you, we paid for everything else, so why wouldn't I pay for cotton candy? But I understand that she was trying to be nice. It was a gesture. Cool. Like, I was like, girl, stop trying to pay for myself. Like, yo, like, you're not my man. And I said it just like that. But people who know me know that I'm playing. Because obviously you're my niece, so I know you're not my man. I'm cracking a joke because you're trying to buy me something. So I'm saying, oh, like, you're not my man. So a couple days go by from that incident. She comes to my house addressing it. Oh, you know, I didn't like how, you know, people was looking and nobody gave a fuck. Nobody was looking. Nobody cared except for you. Like, I felt like, when she was coming to me to tell me she had a problem with it, I was looking at her like she was deranged and crazy because I'm like, this is so not a big deal. I was playing when I said it. She's like, no, you were serious. How are you going to tell me what I am? That's how I know you don't know me. That's like, my mouth is always going to be smart. I could look dead serious and be playing. That's who I am. That's how I am. But you're not going to never get to experience that. And that's okay. Because we're going to get to why I just said what I just said. So, all right, cool. Whole arcade situation happened. Bam, we back in good graces. Hanging out. I see that she really likes to drink. She's a drinker. Cool. Like I said, I was an alcoholic in my early 20s and my early teens. So, I've been where she's already at. So, it's like, I'm like, all right, damn, you need to chill. But at the same time, it's like, bitch, you 24, you young. You're going to figure it out. Okay? But then there was another situation she came addressing me because we was discussing watching my son. And I said something she didn't like via text, which is why I hate texting sometimes because text can always get misconstrued. And she's like, oh, I think she said something about watching Adam. She said something about watching my son. And I was like, oh, LOL, I'll let you know. I think I said something like that. And of course she got offended, felt some type of way, like, you know, me. But again, I was joking. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I say that sometimes when I'm trying to be funny. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's just a joke. But like I said, via text, it doesn't read the same way. But I did have some concerns, which, you know, she forced me to voice because she's like, oh, why you saying that? She turned this into, like, hour of us fucking going back and forth via text. Next thing you know, she's coming to my house for us to hang out. Crying outside, saying she had talked to me, talking about something. Oh, I call her a bad mom. All I said in the text was that she doesn't have the same type of structure at her house that I do at my house with my son. That's all I said. That's all I said. How does that sound like you're not a good mom? And if it does, y'all let me know. Tell me. Like, I really want to know how that sounds like you're not a good mom. I don't understand that. If you wasn't a good mom, I would have never initially, later after this, asked you to watch my son. You sound retarded, but cool. You right, I'm wrong. Bam. Move past that, crying. I apologize to her 10 times that night, by the way. Oh, I'm sorry for not calling you a bad mom, but you interpreted that way. whatever. I feel like as I'm getting older and I'm learning about myself, I realize sometimes we project our insecurities onto others. So it's like if somebody says something about something and they really just joking, but because you're insecure about that thing, you gonna think they really trying to slice you at the throat. Like, you must be insecure about your parenting. That's the only conclusion I can come to, because I know I had no ill intent when I said what I said. All I was doing was stating a fact. Meaning, you don't pop your son, you don't discipline him in that way. You discipline him, but just not in that way. And Adam definitely gets popped. So that's one of the ways of what I mean about structure of differences. Like, we don't run the same type of household with our kids. That's just one difference. There's several, but that's just one. And me breaking that down to her and still trying to explain that, it still wasn't good enough. I still had to apologize to this girl 10 times. She does a lot of fake crying to manipulate a situation, and I'm starting to see, like, okay, so you like to manipulate people. You like to get people to do what you want. Okay, you like to control things. Okay, you like to be the center of attention. Okay, you're an attention whore. And I'm telling you, I'm saying all of these things because this is what I've experienced in it's a short time. In a very short time that I've known her, because I think she moved out here in September. What is this, December? And we already stopped talking to each other. And she's going to tell the world, just like everybody else tells the world, their favorite narrative of Lamine Hall. She's crazy, she's crazy, she's crazy. Tell me name one thing. Name one thing that I've done that's crazy. And then recent, not passing years. Because all y'all ever say is my mouth. All right, yes. When you go low, I go to hell, period. Or y'all say that my patience, okay, my patience is short, stop failing me. Like, stop fucking with me. Like, if you don't want me to snap, leave me the fuck alone. It's really that simple. People will come fucking with you, and then when you react, they try to call you all types of crazy, you all types of this, you all types of that. But they're the ones that basically sparked the shit off, got the shit jumping. Like, get the fuck out of here with that bullshit. So, I seen that she was manipulative, and I seen how she moved, and I didn't like it. And again, I still kept it to myself because I'm not one of those people. It took me a long time to realize everything doesn't have to be addressed. Some things you could just take a mental note, like, all right, I see how they move, cool. Keep it to yourself. You don't got to show your whole card all the time. So, we've had instances, we were still hanging out even after that, but I felt like she was always trying to, like, be smart toward me. I still never said nothing about that. Then we come to another time, she's addressing me. I don't remember, this time I don't remember why we were going back and forth. But I know in the middle of that going back and forth over the phone, of course, that, you know, she might have called me a bitch at some point, whatever. I took it on the chin because it's like, whatever. I'm about to go into a concert to go see Candy in Atlanta. You're not about to spoil my night, ruin my night, make it about you, girl, bye. And that's what she wanted to do, and she was mad because I didn't indulge. I didn't give a fuck. So, and that's a lot of reasons why people get mad at me, because they want me to care more than, like, I don't know what they want me to care. Like, bitch, this does not affect me. And that sounds heartless, but it's true. It doesn't affect me. So, all right. And I love her. I care about her. If she reached out and apologized for her behavior and said that she wanted to, like, you know, try again, I would give the bitch another chance. But what I'm never going to do is reach back out to her. I did even reach out to her after all of this. We fell out. She had my sister on the phone, her mother, she had my sister on the phone and came to my house at 1 o'clock in the morning, y'all, knocking on my door, knocking on my window over an argument we had the day before, again, about nothing, because I made a joke and said, you a user, again. And because she act like I don't see the scene. She came over my house to drink some liquor that my sister had bought for us, me and her, but mainly for her because she's more of a drinker than me. And she got upset because I basically called her out on it. Like, it's like, your baby father came over here to come pick up his son. I tried to give him her food stamp card or whatever because she had let me use it. And he was like, oh no, she said leave it. She want to come get it. So I said, as soon as he left, the first thing I said to my other sister was like, because she was out here visiting me, my sister, was like, she's only coming over here so she could drink. It don't take a goddamn genius to know that, right? So she basically got mad because I called out on it and started making it a big thing. I'm not going to drink if you're saying I'm using you, bitch. Bye. Like, okay. You're hurting yourself. And that's how I know she's immature, because it's like, you going to deprive yourself. I had tried to get her son, I did get her son stuff for Christmas. She didn't want that. You going to deprive your son of things because you upset and they're still being offered to you, bitch. You are immature. You're stupid. Because, motherfucker, give me everything. I don't care how you feel. Oh, yep, I'm that. Pour my drink. Yep, I'm that. Give my son his gift. That's me. That's how I would be. It's no ill intent. Kids don't have nothing to do with grown-up beef. They're innocent. They're not involved. Like, I care about kids, especially ones that are related to me. So, all right, cool. You don't want the gift? All right. You not hurting me. I'm going to give it to somebody else. Well, I already gave it to somebody else. So, bam. I say all that to say that, you know, moving into this next year, she won't be moving into it with me. And it sucks that I finally got a relative out here and we not even on good terms, all because it don't matter what the reasons why. Paint whatever narrative you want to paint to people. I know the truth. You know the truth. And so does your baby father. And I'm going to leave it at that. And if you got anything you feeling up in your gut, you know where I live. You know where I stay. Even though that's not an invitation, because please don't show up to my house because I'm going to laugh at you. But I will say, like, you know where I live. Like, you know what I'm saying? So this is never going to be a situation where I'm ever behind and you know what car I drive, so you know when I'm home. Like, you know, if you ever want to discuss it in whatever manner you want to discuss it, and we can do that. Like, you know what I'm saying? And if things get too crazy, yeah, I'm going to call the cops on your ass. And you going to get locked up because this is not my property because I don't own this house, but you at my house. So you already the aggressor. So think wisely. And choose wisely, too. Moving on from that, so she won't be making it. She got dropped off. She won't be making it into the new year, but I still wish her the best. I hope nothing but the best for her and her family. You know, I'm really sad that my son and my nephew, my great nephew at that, won't be able to have this relationship that they seem like they were starting to build. But it is what it is. It's going to be what it's going to be. Things happen for a reason, and I truly wholeheartedly believe that. So that was my saga of what went through with me and her. I'm not going to get into the situation with me and my sister because, you know, that's some classified information. All I'm going to say is, God bless her. I'm hoping the best for her. I'm sure she's around, and I'm sure everything's working out for her. And, you know, I hope it continues to. God, put your mighty hand on her. Put that power on her, okay, Heavenly Father? Now, let's talk about the airline. I got to hit my blunt before we start on that. Yeah, y'all know I was working for American Airlines. I did 10 weeks of training to get that job. I did make it to a little over a year there. I made it. Ooh, this is so hard. I pay too much. I did make it to a little over a year. Now, let me paint the scene for you, okay? When I left Waffle House, I took a pay cut because at any given day, I can make between, meaning starting point, 15 to 18 an hour at Waffle House off of tips, okay? Now, working at American Airlines, I was only making $13.05 an hour. And I'm not afraid to tell you that now because I'm not working there anymore. Now, let's everybody do the math. You get paid every 2 weeks, $13.05 an hour. You're working 40-hour weeks. My rent is $950. My car note is $380. Okay? My insurance is $176, meaning for my car. Now, we have not even touched electric, gas for the car, miscellaneous things for my son, things like that. And they cut my food stamps once I started working there. But I found a way to not have them cut. But that's neither here nor there. So I was struggling financially. Once you start struggling financially, you are stressed out all the time. Anybody who's dealt with this, y'all understand. You be stressed the freak out. You couple that with the fact that I had to take my son out of daycare because I could no longer afford it. And everybody's like, oh yeah, you're working from home, you're working from home. And in theory, it's great. But imagine working from home with a 3-year-old, sometimes at 1.2-year-old, and you can hear them while you're on the phones, literally tearing up your house, like tearing it up. Let's not forget, my son is on his 3rd TV, and I'm on my 2nd, okay? All broken down by him. And he's tearing up the house, or he's needing something, you know, I got to still walk around the house, I still got to put my phone on mute, I'm sitting there cooking for him, like, I'm doing, like, and then you got the people on the phone talking to you like they have 0 cents, which goes back to, I told you I'm working on my patience. This one motherfucker answered the phone like, oh, I told him my name, X, Y, and Z. He's like, oh, you don't sound smart. And the bitch hung up on me. I'm like, and this became like an everyday thing where people talk to me crazy. And I just started to feel like I was being verbally abused every day. And the money just didn't seem worth it. Because it's like, okay, yeah, I get to fly for free. But I don't even have spending money. Who cares? Yeah, I can get on the plane. But can I buy anything once I touch down? That's what we're trying to figure out. So, a couple of times I definitely got back with the customers and I got some points. A couple of points I got from being late. A couple of points, and points started stacking up. And I was terminated. Now, right now, I haven't been told if it's final or not, but I have had my meeting. So I'm still waiting to hear back from that meeting. So we don't know. That's pending. That's teeter-tottering. Do I think I'm going to get the job back? No. At one point, I did tell a customer, fuck you. And the reason I said that was because, number one, they cursed at me first. And number two, I had it that day. Like, I had it with that day. Like, she's like, oh, she's like, get someone on the damn phone that knows what the fuck they're doing. I said, fuck you. Click. Like, I don't got to take this. Like, there's a certain level, like, and I've gotten a lot better, trust me. But after, like, keep anybody. Like, I don't care. You can have the most patience in the world. And my niece did say it. A job not for everybody. That is not the job for me because I work in customer service regularly and have no issues. But there's something about that over the phone shit with my son in the background and the extra stress of the money and all, like everything at once, them talking to you crazy. It just took a toll on me and I just could not deal with it anymore. I could not deal with it anymore. And I kept trying to pick up extra hours to try to make the ends meet. They were never connecting. Everything's rigid edges. So I went back to Waffle House. Like, you know what I'm saying? As soon as they fired me, I think it was, and then they got me right before Thanksgiving. The heartlessness. I had to clutch my invisible pearl. That shit was hurtful. Like, what? So it was Tuesday. And Thanksgiving is Thursday. So it was that Tuesday of that week that I lost my job. And I started working for Waffle House that following week on Thursday. Like, I'm not going to waste my time. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, the money, once it's not coming in, it's not coming in. So I've been working there ever since. And everything's been going well. Like, I haven't been struggling. My bills have been getting paid. Like, back like clockwork. The only difference is it's like you're not going to have like a large ass return once you do this for like a year because of like what you're only reporting and things like that. So, that was some things. Other events this year. Me and my son's dad, I filed for child support, but he's not giving up his address. We came to an agreement. The child support amount that he was going to have to pay based on what he was making was like $371 a month. And me trying to be the nice, sweet, giving person that I am, I decided to tell her, the lady, like my caseworker, whoever, like, well, let's try to come to some out-of-court agreement. Because I didn't want it to go too far. I'm like, let's do $200 a month, right? And it wasn't until the week that I was supposed to turn that paperwork in that I sat back and thought. Because I'm not malicious, clearly. If I'm sitting there trying to still give a fuck about him and he's not caring about his son, clearly I'm not malicious. So it's like, I thought about it. I'm like, this nigga don't check on Adam. He hit me up like every 6 months. I understand his dad passed away. I lost my mom. So forgive me if I'm not more sympathetic. And I should be. But everybody got their own shit that they're dealing with. And I just felt like, okay, you only was doing something for him, the first 6-7 months of his life? Because when I moved out here, my son was 10 months. And me and you broke up. I was living with your cousin, not even a month, I don't think. Maybe only a month or whatever. So let's say he was 7 months. 7-8 months, you were doing something for him. Even if that's true, because we was living together, so of course you're going to be doing something for him. But even if that's true, you do the math. 7-8 months you actually doing something versus 2 years of nothing. And let's not forget that you bought that 70-inch out here and I paid you $500 for that TV. That $500 is more than you've given me the whole 2 years I've been out here. I think you let me borrow $60 once and you gave me $75 another time. And I think Yeah. Not even I think. That was it. Let's be clear. And I gave you that $60 back. So basically, it's almost like I'm giving you child support when you add it all up. So then I tell him that, you know, I decided I'm not going to go with the agreement with the $200. He says to me, oh, good luck getting the child support. Like, and it's just like, damn, like, that's wild to me for you to even say that. Like, good luck. Like, but you asking me how my son is doing? Clearly you don't care how he's doing. Because you're not even trying to send him anything. And then you're going to try to say, oh, I'm getting $200. Nigga, you know I'm not getting no damn $200 a month from your ass. You would see that shit coming out your fucking garnishment. Now, don't play fucking stupid. Damn, picklehead, nigga. Fuck wrong with you? Like, you tripping. You got me all the way fucking chopped and screwed like Ludacris T-Pain, bitch. This is not that. From this point moving forward, in order for me to respond to you, you will be sending a cash app first and preceding you. Or you won't talk to my son. And anybody that's watching this and y'all feel some type of way about that, I don't care. Because you do not care how your son is doing, even though he's blossoming and he's doing great. No thanks to you for sure. And that's not nothing to brag about. You're supposed to take care of your children, right? I hate when people be like, oh no, I do this for my child. No, like, I'm doing what I'm supposed to do as a parent. Like, I'm doing more, but I'm definitely not doing less. You understand me? I'm saying all that to say, like, yeah, like, nigga, ain't nobody worried about you. Like, don't try to make it seem like I'm keeping you out your son's life. Nigga, you is not blocked. You didn't even remember his fucking birthday. Boy, good night. Like, only way you gonna come to me is you gotta come correct with an apology. And you need to be telling me why you're apologizing. And you need to apologize to my son. You need to start sending money regularly. Yeah, like, that's how this needs to go. And it's like you making it seem like any money you sending me, I'm using this to what? Play around with. Like, anything that I'm doing is still benefiting my son. Even if I'm putting the money towards an electric bill, he's living here. If I'm putting it towards food, he's living here. It don't matter what I'm putting it towards. Gas. I got to drive him around. It doesn't matter. He's still benefiting. Y'all niggas be acting like y'all coming out with stacks or something. K's. Like I said, I'm not mad about having a child with you. I love my son. I would do anything for my son. I would continue to do everything for my son. And I knew you was a bum. Like, I always knew that. You can't sit here and lie and say I've ever tried to wife you. Never. Only tried now because we had a child together. So, it's like, yeah, you stay where you at. Things about to really change. Shit about to get dark for you in 2024. I mean, it's already been midnight, but now it's about to be 2 o'clock in the morning. Real shit. Like, now moving on from this fucking goofy. And I ain't talking no shit because I done been a goofy for some niggas. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, still be being a goofy sometimes for these niggas. Like, I ain't gonna lie. Like, I have a problem. We're going to get some of my problems at the end of this video, okay? I just want to finish up with everything that went through with this year. So now I'm back at Waffle House. And that's pretty much my year because, like, I've already been posting videos kind of, like, keeping y'all updated on what's been going on with me. So I don't really have nothing new to report. The new Waffle House that I'm working at, definitely predominantly 97% white. I count 3 black employees, including myself. And the only other 2 are, you know, hi, Yella, or whatever. And, yeah, like, it's crazy in here, but they tip well. And but a 45-minute drive, like, tipping well or not, that gas is not worth it to me. So I already am about to start working at a new location close to myself. It's only 27 minutes away. Like, yeah, that's gonna save me time and gas, and that's what the fuck is giving right now. Yeah, I see that. I was burnt myself. Now, smokers, y'all been through that before. Don't y'all smoke hate when you like weed in your mouth? Let me become nasty. How can something that tastes so nasty be so good? If loving you is wrong, I don't wanna be right. I'm singing to my blunt. Alright, so this next segment is going to be called Celebrity. This is how I get when I'm tired, y'all. Like, so don't pay me no fucking mind. Oh, wait. I wanted to finish up with something because I forgot to add something. Now, me and my niece finally had it out over the phone. In which I told my sister to let her come over to my home, even after we wasn't talking, whatever. She still wanted to discuss the same thing that she came over to my house at 1 o'clock for, to apologize with the fake apology. As I told you, she even said it was fake. So, long story short, you know, the only regret I have is, you know, saying something about, like, her having to put the fork down because she is, you know, heavy set, a little overweight. And, you know, maybe I wish I wouldn't have said that. But it's like, I feel like she kept trying to play me. Like, people who really fuck with me know that they fuck with me. Y'all know that y'all my friends. We know who we is. We don't have to sit here and talk every day. Like, when you get, she gonna realize when she get older, when real solid ones, y'all don't gotta talk every day. Life start to happen. Y'all doing shit. But once y'all hang out, y'all meet up, it's like time never left. Like, you know what I'm saying? So, she'll get it. But she was trying to accuse me of, well, none of that even matters what she was trying to accuse me of. She says I don't have social skills and it's something wrong with me, and you know, I wasn't raised in the right way, and we're all toxic, but you so hyped to be around this toxicity. I don't get it. Like, your walk not matching your goddamn talk. Like, but I'm not mad. It's unfortunate that we couldn't, like, you know, try to establish a relationship because, like, you know, I'm her only family out here and vice versa, like blood. And it just went so left, it could never be right again, at least on my behalf. But if she ever need anything, could she reach out to me? Yes. Need me to watch your son? Yes, he can still come over here. Like, there's no beef. I'm never going to be beefing with you. For me to beef with you, you got to have really tried to, like, kill me, my son, damage my car. Like, you got to do some real serious shit for us to have an actual quote-unquote beef. If you think we're beefing, you beefing by yourself. Trust me. Because I don't know about the beef. Trust me. Like, because I just told you we not beefing. I'm just not fucking with you. There's a difference. There's a difference between not fucking with somebody and having actual beef. You feel me? Like, so, back to my life. But, my son is in Georgia right now, so I had to work Christmas Day and Christmas Eve, and it didn't make any sense for him to spend the holidays here, have to come to work with me, do all of that extra shit, when he could really enjoy his holiday with other people that love him. So he's down in Georgia with his godmom. She is, like, truly a blessing to me, and I love her. Like, you know what I'm saying? And I want to be clear that I don't love her because she watches my son. I love her because she reminds me of my mom, but not in all of the ways. Like, my mom was very much not, like, as rude as she is. Like, you know what I'm saying? But the difference is, like, when my mom was being rude, she knew she was being rude, where she really is unaware. Like, you know what I'm saying? She really doesn't realize that she's saying something rude. She's asking a genuine question. Like, you know what I'm saying? And that's what's funny about it to me. And not just that, I love anybody that I know truly loves my son. Like, you know what I'm saying? Even if we're not on the best terms, I'm going to love you because I know you love my son. He's a part of me. So you clearly have some type of love for me too. Like, you know, and when it was first brought to me to keep him there till New Year's, of course I told her no. Like, you know what I'm saying? I was like, I'm going to pick him up. I was supposed to pick him up last Wednesday. But instead of picking him up last Wednesday, I just went to go see him. And she said it was okay for him to stay through New Year's or whatever. He'd been down there since the Wednesday before last week. Don't really know what date that is. I don't know. Maybe when I edit this video, I'll tell y'all. I'll put the date up there, whatever. So, I've been FaceTiming him every single day. There have been probably like one day that I think I didn't FaceTime him, and it's because I was literally exhausted, and I finally decided to go to sleep, the thing I hate. Yeah. So that's how that whole situation went. He's been having a good time. For Christmas, I got him, like, you know, a starter tablet. One of those, like, little cars that he could push the pedal and, like, drive himself, turn it, all of that. It has a charger. I got him, like, an easel with, like, some arts and crafts supplies so we could start getting into our writing, all of that. It was something else I feel like I got him because last year he got, like, a whole bunch of clothes and he needed them. Whereas though this year, he has clothes, and you know, he's good. Like, all of his stuff is pretty much straight. He's good for the winter. So I decided to just give him some toys, some other stuff to play with. You gotta be careful what you get my son, because he breaks every freaking thing. But I mean, I guess that's like every 3-year-old. But I feel like he won't break that tablet. But at the same time, I don't want him to be like focused on that tablet, because you know, I grew up in an era where we didn't have that social media and all that type of stuff to play with. So I want him to experience outside and eating dirt, and you know, building his immune system up and learning how to socialize. Like, I don't like when people keep their kids in the house watching TV, or you know, on their pad. And like, yeah, when I was working from home, I definitely used to have Adam let him get the remote, watch TV, whatever. But I had to, because I was at work, you know what I'm saying? But it's like, now that I'm back at Waffle House, like, I feel like I could be more active in his life the way I want to. You know, because one thing I'm not doing is raising no dumb, stupid child, like, period. Like, you know, if it comes out that something is wrong with him, even though I know nothing's wrong with my son, what I do know that could be wrong is his behavior could be an issue. Like, I don't like the way he behaves when he's upset. It's not necessarily scary, but it's just like, it's scary for the older time. Like, okay, if you're doing this now, like, and if I'm popping you and I'm spanking you and I'm yelling and I'm taking your TV away and taking your toys and, you know, putting you in timeout, and you still keep doing this stuff, I don't have the fear of God in you yet. And that's a fucking problem. Like, you understand what I'm saying? Like, I don't want to have to pop his ass, but I feel like at least once a week he going to have to get close to seeing Jesus. Real shit. Other than that, though, like, I feel like the older Adam gets, and I think when I step away, and when I say step away, that means literally just sit and observe my son. Not only is he smart as shit, just like me, but he's sneaky, and that's a trait that I'm not fond of. Like, he be trying to steal out of stores. Like, where are you getting that behavior from? You're being used by the devil, clearly, because you're an easy vessel, your defenses are down, and you're vulnerable. You're a child. But, like, I don't like that, and I don't know how to communicate that to him when it comes to stuff like that, because that can just manifest itself into something worse if I don't get a hold on that shit right away. So, and then this guy mom gonna say something about it being genetic. Like, I'm like, I don't think being a thief is genetic. That's a choice. But I don't know. Like, I learned when I was doing my behavioral science classes online that schizophrenia is genetic. So that's something that I thought just happened. So, I mean, it could be genetic. You never freaking know. Like, you never know. You never know. Beyond that point, I'm letting my son dread his hair up. I already put the twisties in. He just got it retwisted. And that's it. We on to bigger and better things. I just want to have a better year than I had this year, but I didn't have a bad year this year. But I will say, what's no more is not being consistent, number one. Not putting my foot down, number two. It was something else. And procrastination. All of those three things is done away with. Like, I'm gonna be putting my foot down. Like, I'm not procrastinating no more. I gotta be consistent. Like, time is ticking, and I feel like once you turn 25, is it me, or do you blink and it's a new damn year and you be like, stop playing? No, for real, stop playing. I think that's it about me. Oh, last thing. So now, I believe in several streams of income, which is the main reason why I'm trying to finish my book, which is the main reason why I'm trying to pursue this YouTube thing, because I know that there's money here. Maybe I'm not in the group or circle of people that actually watch YouTube videos, but money is there. The money is there, and I'm trying to find a way how I can build my own app, how I can get my own website where it's just everything me. Like, everything me doing my podcast, you guys subscribe, like, basically going beyond the paywall, meaning, like, whereas on YouTube, you have to wait till you get to a certain amount of subscribers, this, that, and third, to go live, to be able to get money, to be able to X, Y, and Z, whereas though, excuse me, once you have your own website, your own app, or things like that, or you on Patreon, excuse me, you can set it up. Same thing like with OnlyFans. You can have a subscription, people pay to watch you, whatever. But I don't have a large enough following yet. But I'm going to keep trying to sell. I get that because I really want to do this. I really enjoy talking to you guys. I really just sometimes don't have the time. Like, I'm a very busy person. And like, I ain't going to lie. 70% of the time I'm working in my life. And when you break down that other 30%, it's like, dang, I'm trying to be a mom, I'm trying to spend time with him, I'm trying to enjoy my life, which I really never get to do. But I try to make sure I do some certain stuff. Like, at least take myself out to eat. I love going out to eat. I ain't gonna lie. Y'all can't tell because I'm skinny as hell. But I love a good fucking meal, ambiance, a good scenery. Like, I love to go out to restaurants and eat. Like, I do. I like to go to the movies, but I don't go to theaters that don't sell the pretzel bites. Like, stop playing. Like, be for real. Like, if you're not selling those, close down now. Right away. So, when it comes to all of that stuff, that's what I'm going to be leaving in this year. You know what I'm saying? I do have an OnlyFans now, y'all. I just literally just put it up within this week. I posted my first video today because you guys are going to be watching this on Sunday, New Year's Eve. I'm going to be editing this as soon as I'm done with it. And it's already 5:40, you guys, in the morning, and I haven't been to sleep yet. But it is what it is. It's going to be what's going to be. You got to do what you got to do, okay? Time for the curtain call. Real shit. So, I'm going to edit this video, and I'm just going to be trying to be doing all of this stuff for the new year. Some stuff I am going to be also trying to venture onto, but I just don't want to say anything about it because I don't want to jinx it. I think that my biggest problem is myself. My biggest problem is myself. Because I get in my own way. I don't believe in myself sometimes. If something's not like clicking in a certain amount of time, I feel like maybe it's not for me, so I'll stop doing it. I have ADHD that I've diagnosed myself with, and it's really bad. It's hard for me to stay focused on things once I get bored or once I learn every aspect of it. I have a real hard time focusing on things. Like, it has nothing to do with me smoking weed. I've always gotten bored quickly with things. Like, this is going back to grade school. Like, once I learn something, what is next? Okay, what else? All right, what else? Like, that's my mind. The only difference between like Waffle House, even though it's a routine, but you're meeting different types of people. That's what brings the complexities of it being not the exact same thing every single day. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because that's where the boredom starts to come in. And even though I was dealing with that at American Airlines, I forced myself, because there were times, y'all have no idea, like, where I wanted to quit. Because I'm just like, for me to be getting talked to like this, for this pay, and I'm struggling to pay my bills, y'all really got me fucked up. The only thing that stopped me from quitting was my son. And I don't think that I give him enough credit for how much of a blessing he's been in my life. Like, I feel like when I come and talk to y'all, I'm always talking about the negative. Like, my son is very smart. My son clearly really, really loves me. He is spoiled. I mean, but he's an only child. Most only children are going to be spoiled. But Adam's going to be fucking working just like I was when I was young. He's going to have a job when he's fucking 14. Fuck what you talking about. And yeah, like, it's going to be what's going to be. If I had the time to homeschool him, I would. Because I swear, but like, as bad as the world is getting, it just makes me not even want to take him to school. It just makes me not even want to take him to school. Because I am scared of myself sometimes. Like, once I'm constantly fucked with. Like, I'm like I don't want to use that analogy because I'll never be a fucking rat, like, period. But I'm like, you cannot back me up into a corner because now I have to. Like, once I'm at my have to stage, I really feel like sorry for you because once you're forcing me into something that I don't want to do, now you're about to get everything that I hold in all the time from everybody. Like, from everything, from every situation, from every person. You are about to receive it all. Like, And to avoid that, that's why I want to homeschool my son, because these teachers is crazy. They don't have no home training. Everybody's just trying to get a quick check. They're not paying the teachers enough. Like, oh God, this world that we're living in, the economy that we're currently in, like, a lot of people are doing, like, people, like I said, it's only 2 categories now. There's no more middle class. There's just well off or poor. There's no in between at this point. There's no in between at this point. But I don't like to get into the economics and politics and government and all the stuff, the shady shit that they're doing. I would rather not even put my mind on those things. My mom used to always say a scripture, think on these things. You understand what I'm saying? And the rest of that is all positive things to think of. It's the scripture. I believe it's either in Psalms or Proverbs. But I just feel like the mind really is more powerful than I think I give it credit for. I beat myself up so much all the time. Always tell myself I'm not shit. Oh, I'm not gonna be shit. Oh, you know, I could be doing better. Other people that come around be like, oh no, like you doing okay, like, you know, whatever. And me, I think that I just want so much more. I'm not gonna say enough is never gonna be enough, but I don't look at the sky as the limit. Does that make sense? Like, for me, I feel like there is no limit. So I just want to progress as much and never stop until I die. Like, yeah. So hoping nothing but great things this upcoming year. I'm gonna get into some quick celebrity things because I've already been on here talking to y'all for a goddamn hour, and editing this video is about to be a bitch. It's about to be a bitch. Oh, I set myself up this time, but I mean, hey, this is gonna be the last video that I'm posting on YouTube. Well, last, like, you know, story time video for the year. You know what I'm saying? So for this year. So yeah, get into it. Like, make sure you hit that like, subscribe, notification bell, share, because I'm tired of telling y'all that shit. Like, y'all might not like me, but at the end of the day, I know I say some very real shit. Maybe everything you can relate to, but don't just watch my videos. Subscribe. Hit the like. Like, that's all free shit. You feel me? My OnlyFans is not free. Make sure you search me at lamdime, LAMDIME, or you could probably find me at Entice. Yeah. But, what was I saying? Back to the celebrities. My quick thoughts on the whole Jonathan Major situation with him and that woman. That girl. Harpo, who this woman? Harpo, who this man? Who that man, Harpo? No, but for real, I feel like, you know, there was some truth to some of the stories that she told. I didn't really understand the whole situation about him, like what he was saying to her, if that's supposed to be harassment. But what I didn't like is that, why are you recording me while we're in a relationship? You currently care about me, you want to be with me. You've always been trying. Maybe you've been doing all of this drinking and doing all of this stuff to get me to react, to get me to do something. Because I have never, to this day, recorded a conversation I've had with anybody. Ever. 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 So I'm trying to understand. I guess it's different when you're a celebrity. Like, people is only really only the strong survive, and it's a lot of disingenuous people apparently. Cause like I just didn't understand why you had that recorded. They show a video you running, this man running from you, and he still got 2 charges. But what I didn't understand is why y'all taking this man to court for misdemeanor. But you know, when you know, have melanin in your skin, you gotta go through a little bit extra, and it just is what it is. One thing we can never deny is that racism is always going to be alive and well in the United States. It's in other countries as well, but in the United States, racism is always going to be alive and well. Like, yeah. So, moving on from that, I just feel like that was one thing that I was mad about. And y'all want to know the real reason I was mad? It's because I had grown adjusted to him as Kane for the Marvel movies. And I really, like, I wasn't always into it. But when I watched them and really captured the storyline, I really like them. They're really good movies. They sometimes makes sense. But if you like a super genius, you're gonna break it down and make it not make sense. But for a person that's just on the surface, they make sense and they tie them in. And I like that. I like when they do the backgrounds. If you got Disney Plus, which everybody probably do at this point, I think the best spinoffs for me was WandaVision and Loki. And a strong third is damn, I don't remember the name of the one. Secret Invasion. With Samuel Jackson. That one was actually pretty good. I like the branch offs because it's like this is all what's happening after Endgame, and that's pretty dope. I finally seen No Way Home with for the Spider-Man, and that was actually really good. It was really good. It started off slower. I'm like, all right, get to the action before I stop watching because I get bored. I keep telling you, I get bored fast. So I'm like, all right, like, because I'm ready to cut this shit off. But it actually was really good. I can't wait till they say he's going to return. Now I'm trying to figure out, like, who y'all going to get to play Kane, though? That's the real tragedy in this. Forget the little community service he probably going to get or the fine he got to pay and whatnot. Where's the fucking, who's going to replace this man? Like, I started liking him in Quantumania. I thought he did a good job. I like that he had, like, all those different people. That meant, like, he was going to have to do ranges, meaning, like, doing different characters. And I'm mad that we're not going to get to see that. Anybody in the comments, anybody that comment or like my videos or just even like the video and tell me if you know about this movie, TV show. Oh, god damn, I can't even think of it. But he's in it. Him and Jussie Smollett's sister. I think it's Journey Smollett. The witchcraft or art crafts and something like that. It's something to do with crafts. And it has to do with witchcraft or whatever. And Angela Bassett's husband, I forget his name too. Damn, I know his name. I know he also played in the OJ series that was on too. He's in it as well, but it's a really, really, The Witchcraft Country. That's really a good show. I never understood why I only had one season. It was cut off abruptly. No one spoke about it. I don't know if the ratings were low. I don't really know the ins and outs and the behind the scenes reasons of why that show got cut off. But even now to this day, when I try to search for it, I can't even find it. That's mad weird. But he was in that. That's when I was first introduced to Jonathan Majors. I actually never really seen the full Creed 3. Honestly, I wasn't interested. I'm not interested in Michael B. Jordan. Not really interested in him. So yeah, I'm not really, yeah. So all right. And then you had Dandruss Idris, however you say his sexy ass name with his sexy ass chocolate. Oh, I swear, the blacker the berry, the sweeter the juice. Like, I love a chocolate man. A chocolate one. Y'all know I love Charleston Chews and Nutty Buddies. Pause on the nutty. You know what I'm saying? After this, y'all, once I edit this video, I'm going to be dead to the world. Yeah. Dead to the world. Mm-hmm. Dead to the world. Yeah. Dead to the world. Alright, y'all know I'm silly, but I'm gonna be knocked the fuck out. Like, that's on bottom line. That's on period. This is gonna be my last good night of sleep. Because I'm picking up my son Monday morning. Everybody. Yeah. Listen, y'all, before y'all come for my missing tooth, right? I had bit into a donut and my tooth was in the donut. It cracked. Let me be clear. A piece of it was in the donut because it had never was loose or nothing. So, of course, eventually at some point I got it pulled out while I was still in Philly or whatever. But, like, they was trying to charge, like, $2,400 to get that shit fixed. And that bitch ain't had $2,400 just, like, laying around or something. So, was trying to do it through my insurance, through American Airlines. Then they was saying, like, oh, I was only covered for this amount. And I had already used X, Y, and Z because I had to get some cavities filled. Still got one more to get filled. Whatever, cool. So, now I'm going into the new year. They saying I still got that coverage, hopefully. I'm going to try to make an appointment right away. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because they saying it's only going to be $600 something. And $600 is still a lot, but it's not $2,400. Like, you know what I'm saying? So, and motherfuckers, that's just for a bridge, FYI. Like, that's something that's like a retainer or some shit. Like, something that come out like Krishan Rock shit. But at least my shit ain't in the front. But this might as well be the goddamn front. How you doing? The fuck? So yeah, like, you know, big days coming this year. But like, time is going too fast. It's like, oh my God, literally you don't have time to do nothing. Like, but I think I was talking about celebrities back then. It's just, yeah, him and Lori Harvey had messed with each other. They broke up. And then y'all know Iman Shumpert and Tiana Taylor had broke up, which didn't, people be sad about stuff. Y'all know I don't give a fuck. I just be like interested in like hearing the story and what broke them up, but I don't be caring like, oh, I'm not going to sleep tonight because they broke up their relationship. Like, I don't know y'all motherfuckers, like, fuck y'all, like, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, they broke up. Jeannie, Mai, and Jeezy broke up. I ain't gonna lie, I did a little shirt on that. Make sure y'all go watch that, like and subscribe, whatever, and share it. And I just felt like the newest stuff that came out with the whole gun situation and her trying to say, like, oh, she don't know if her daughter in a safe environment. It's just like Funky Dineva said. Like, bitch, them guns was in that fucking house before y'all got divorced. And now, like, them guns was in that house before y'all got divorced. So why is you sitting here now trying to bring that shit up because you mad because he publicly embarrassed you? Because that's what this is about. That's why, like, why y'all bitches always try to start doing none of that shit with the kids? Now, let me stop y'all before y'all try to talk some shit. Yes, I just said what I said about my son's dad. But like I said, he's not black. And he also hasn't done anything for his son for over 2 years. So, yeah, send some money. I felt like I should have even had to pay for that TV. Like, you feel me? I'm still loaded. Like, because I feel like, you know, your son's going to benefit from watching this TV and you not paying me no child support. Why wouldn't you just give it to me? That's how I know you was a broke-ass nigga and you hard up. I was upgrading you. Beyonce out here in these streets. But you damn sure wasn't no Jay-Z. Giving very much fucking Lil Yachty. But I feel like, where was I saying? Because I just went off. Like, I do that from time to time. You know, I got like a, you know, a short-term memory. But my long-term is fucking, that shit's solid. Solid as a rock. Yeah, but I ain't like that whole shit with Jeannie Mai. Like, that shit just made me, because it's like you saying the right words, you doing all of this stuff, and whatever. And I don't like that. Like, I ain't appreciate that. So, yeah. So, who else broke up this year that I care about? Well, I don't care about none of these people, but like that was like a big news. Tamar, that whole Tamar situation was going on with her and JR. I don't even know if that's that man's name. I'm probably making his name up. I don't know that white man's name, but it's something like that. And side note, again, speaking of white men, I don't know what it is in the water these days. But there's a couple of white niggas that be coming up to my job that been looking a little, like, scrumptious or something, like, tasty. And I'm like, what is wrong with me? Like, didn't your parents raise you better? No. But, in real life, I feel like, you know, I ain't never really been, like, caring about interracial relationships. I know it feel like I make a big deal out of it when it's a black man and a biracial or mixed, whatever, just not a fully black woman. I'll say some stuff. I'm only saying that because it seems like a pattern with them. Like when they get to a certain status, like, oh, I gotta get this trophy, but they can only be a trophy if they're this status. There's only a few like people in Hollywood that have like full black spouses that are also black. So yeah, I mean, but like they've been looking a little scrumptious, and I don't know, maybe it's time for me to take a dip in the pond. Like when I start having sex with somebody, I only have sex with that one person. Now, because when I was in my teens, you know, shit was going wild. I mean, I was using protection, but shit was definitely, you know, running rampant and whatnot. But like never like, you know, straight whoredom, but you know, maybe just a W. But trust me, everybody that's in my life that I've asked, that I've talked to, everybody is not just over me in body count, but is well exceeding me. Like, so I feel like, I'm chilling. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's not, whatever you thinking, it's not that. It's less. Just because you like sex don't mean that you have sex with any and everybody. That just means you're having a lot of sex maybe with one person, or a lot of sex with maybe two people. You know what I'm saying? I pay my dues. I deserve what I deserve. I do what I'm going to do, period. You know, bottoms up. We about to have a good new year, everybody. Sending blessings and love everybody way. Don't forget to subscribe to my OnlyFans. You can find me at lamdime, lamdime, or Entice. Yeah, I'm going to keep plugging my shit. I'm going to keep doing everything that I'm doing because y'all see this economy. We got to do everything. And people that see you doing the OnlyFans like, oh, she hard up. Like, no, all my bills is paid. Yeah, I was a little behind for like a month. I was just 1 month behind on my car note. But that's even caught up. So what's up? Come fuck with a bitch. Come fuck with a real bitch. Oh no. Doom, doom, doom. Y'all seen just drop all that shit right on my fucking lap. One moment. Ooh. Ooh. Why am I like this, y'all? I don't know. So hopefully they even let me upload this long ass video. I hope. I'm probably gonna have to cut the shit down. I think that was all the celebrity news that I cared about for this year. Like, you know, they had the Renaissance tour. They was doing that the shit challenge or the be quiet challenge or freeze or whatever challenge it was. I don't pay attention. I don't care. Raising Kanan, that's a disappointment because I was supposed to be doing the reviews this season and I didn't start. And once I didn't start, I didn't want to start all the way on like the second, third episode. I like to get stuff right at the beginning. If you can't tell by now, I'm a nonconformist. Not like, oh, I'm intentionally trying to be different, but a lot of stuff that is supposed to be right is simply not, you know, and I'm just one of those people that's willing to stand up for that. Like, now though, I have a son, so I'm going to have to conform a little bit. And that's the bottom fucking line, you know, but one thing I want to leave y'all with before I get off this video is that, you know, anybody who feels like I've hurt them, I'm sorry. I care about you. I love you. Family, non-family, people I'm not talking to anymore, it's still all love. People that I'm not talking to and y'all know it's not love, it's still not love. You feel me? Like, I still don't fuck with you. But if you know that I still fuck with you, then, like, you know, I'm just not talking to you. That just is what it is. People outgrow each other. People are never meant to be, always meant to be forever. Sometimes everything's for a season. And, you know, season of reason, sometimes a treason. In real fucking life, like, motherfuckers do not be having your best interest at heart. And I feel like I always get a masochist or a sadist mixed up, but I'm the one that likes to inflict pain on herself because I do feel like there's situations where it will be clear as day of what the situation is. But I'm still trying to see the better in the person. I'm still trying to be like, you know what? You know, maybe, you know, this time around to be different. But they've already shown you every single time that is not going to be different. So, bitch, what you think that mean, ho? No, it doesn't mean give them another chance. Let them back in your life. Dumb diddly do. Idiot, I mean. What it means is leave them alone. Keep them out of your life and keep them at arm's reach, at a distance. That's it. It was something else. Jada Pinkett got on my nerves this year. Ooh, if I never have to hear. And you know what's so crazy about that? She used to be one of my favorite actresses. One of my favorite actresses. Like, till she did them cheek implants. That's when she started feeling herself. But yeah, like, she was talking too much, doing too much. Like, you so hype off of Tupac. Like, this man is dead in the ground. Like, decapitated. Like, you know, not decapitated, decomposed. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because decapitated, I think that means when you get your hair cut off. But, like, this man is decomposed. Not composing, decomposed, past tense. And you still just, like, every time you turn around, you bring this. But when I found out she was a Virgo, because me and my dad don't get along, he's also a Virgo. Now, it's weird, though, because I usually get along with Virgo females. But the way that she moving reminds me of my dad. Just all about self. Very self-absorbed. Doesn't care about Will at all. And I feel like this is her way to get him back because he won't give her the divorce that she wants. Because she said we're never going to divorce. But I think what that means is Will's not giving her the divorce. And the reason why is probably because they probably got married in Los Angeles, California, or just in California. I don't know if it's Los Angeles. And, you know, out there, that's automatically alimony and it's automatically a 50-50 split. And he not even trying to go through that. So, bitch, you're going to be living with that nigga for some time, period. Like, but I went that 9 days not smoking these cigarettes. And now I'm feeling like, you know, I can do it because I've done it. But I think that I just still like smoking them. That's what it is. That's the bottom line to it. Sometimes you gotta accept shit. Not just about yourself. Well, yeah, just about yourself. Sometimes you gotta accept shit about yourself. And sometimes I think that's the hardest thing that people do is accept things about themselves, especially if it's negative. Because they feel like, no, like I could beat this. And some things you can beat. Well, not some things. All things you can beat. All things you can move forward from. It's about your want. And it's about your tenacity. And it's about your discipline. Those things are a recipe for greatness, but you have to apply them. And when I say you, I mean me and you. Both of us. I'm talking to myself too. I don't understand why the Lord gave me all this knowledge and all this wisdom and not give me the ability or the know-how of to utilize it, or even, you know, I guess I utilize it when I talk to other people and they be like, oh damn, like she really smart, whatever. Because like a lot of people think that I come off like a dumb blind, but it's like I don't feel like I said before earlier in the video, I don't have to tell everybody everything that I'm thinking at that moment, or like show them my card. Like, yeah, like just like this girl out here that I know, she think that I don't know that she got my sister when she was out here for $100. Like, girl, your story didn't even make no sense. And I told her, like, yeah, because she tried to blame it on somebody else. I'm like, all right, cool. It don't matter, whatever the reason. If I see that person or if I find out who that person is, I'm going to smack the shit out of them just to let her know, like, bitch, if I find out it's you, I'm going to smack the shit out of you, too. Like, I don't care if we on good terms, bad terms, and different terms, whatever terms we on when it comes to my blood. I'm smacking the shit out of you first. Smacking the shit out of you first. Like, I don't play about my family. I do not play about my family and people I care about, because I feel like when you fucking with people I care about or somebody in my family is worse than fucking with me, because I get even more offended that you would have that much disrespect for me to even offend or fuck with somebody that you know that I really love. That's like somebody doing something to my son. So bitch, you trying to die today, so you want to die today. Okay, say that then. Like, that's what you gotta say. Say you want to die today, you tired of living. Okay, cool. I'll make that a fucking reality. Like, what? And don't make no mistake about it. I've ran from fights. I have not won every fight that I've been in. And I've been in several. I don't sit here and act like I'm big bully bitch, like I'm the fighter. But the older I get, the more I think I've become a fighter, because it's like I am at a point where it's like, not only am I raising another human being, but I'm not dealing with none of that bullshit. If you think you about to come at me with some bullshit, yeah, I'm either going to stop talking to you, and if you keep trying to escalate the situation, I'm going to escalate with you. Like, I finally got a lawyer on retainer. I didn't even know what that meant before I came out here. Like, what's up? Like, and that's real. But I don't want to be like that. I'm too old. My knees is bad. Like, I don't be trying to be fighting and shit. But, like, yeah, like, it could definitely get ignorant sober. Because, like, when I'm drunk, I ain't no good. But, like, when I'm sober, oh, yeah, bitch, what's up? Like, yeah. Like I said, I don't like to fight. I don't never want to fight if I don't have to. But if I got to, like, I'm not going to shy away from it. I'm not going to run. No more. And when I said I ran, let's be clear, I was in grade school. What's in middle school? I don't know. Is middle school still grade school? Yeah, right? Let me get the fuck off of here, because clearly I'm tore down. I just want to wish everybody a happy new year. Anybody who fuck with me, I still fuck with you. If we not fucking with you, I still love you. If I don't fuck with you, I don't fuck with you. So I ain't gonna say I hate you or nothing like that. I just don't fuck with you. My son dad, you know what it is. You know my number. You're not blocked. You got an iPhone too, allegedly, and you know you can FaceTime if you want. I know you be watching my videos because you giving very much stalker mode. Yeah. Go to my OnlyFans, subscribe there. I got a subscription up right now, so it's 30% discount for the first 30 days if you sign up now. It's only for my first 5 subscribers, though. Matter of fact, I think that I did it for my first 10, and then I just moved it to my first 5. So I might not have the discount up no more. I think I do. I don't know. But yeah, you get your first month at a discounted rate. OnlyFans again is at lamdime, LAMDIME, or Entice, ENTICE. Follow me on Instagram at cake_30, and that's cake with a K. Follow me on TikTok at cake content, and that's cake with a K. Content is with a C. And yeah, subscribe. I'm gonna see y'all in the next video. I hope you have a happy new year. Gets greater later, and I'm gonna see y'all later. Bye.